closing is critical to your success. I think we talked about this yesterday. If you know the product backwards and forwards and you're a nice human being, that's all fine and dandy. But if no one buys a car from you, you're not going to succeed. In order for someone to buy a car from you, you have to ask them to buy a car. Brady, will there be times where we have to ask them to buy a car more than once? Yes, there will be those times. In fact, that might be the majority of the time. If you're going to ask them to buy a car more than once, it's also good to know multiple closes. You know, the same close over and over and over and over again isn't as effective as different closes. Okay? Using closes that make it easy for the customer to say yes is a common practice in most industries. However, the pervasive attitude in the retail automobile industry is the way we've always done it was good enough, so why won't it work today? Because today is different. Well, here's a bulletin. Things have changed, and not just a little bit. The way our prospects purchase and the purchase choices have changed dramatically. Here are some examples of effective closes that can change your world for the better. The closes that make it easier for your prospect to say yes. The alternative choice close. This close is perfectly suited to any store that presents multiple term payments. That's the way your management team writes up the deals. Okay, the way your deals are written up sets you up perfectly for the alternative choice close. The hidden dynamic. When you offer your prospects shorter terms with the opportunity to save significant money, only a few will take advantage of the savings. We're under no illusions about a mass movement by the public back to short-term financing. However, think about this. A prospect might withhold a yes over $100 more for its trade, an additional $200 discount, or $15 per month, right? When you offer a short-term financing, provide a good explanation. Suddenly saving real money, thousands of dollars, isn't so important. For example, the used car one or the new car one? It's a new car. How much money would a customer save if they went 72 months versus 84 on that Chevrolet Silverado deal, and let's say they put $0 down? Anybody have any idea how to calculate that?
Got my manager?
No, I'm not sure they do. They probably would, because I've taught them. You multiply 72 months times 1306, and that equals $94,000. Then you multiply 1195 times 84, and that's $100,000. So if they went 72 months versus 84, they would save $6,000. And I would point that out to the customer. However, if they're payment conscious, most people are still going to pick which payment? The lower one? So they just passed on an opportunity to save $6,000. It makes it very difficult for them to object to anything else on that piece of paper. If they say, well, can I get another $1,000 for my trade? You look at them and go, I just offered you a way to save $6,000 and you passed on it, so no. Can I get a bigger discount? No. You want to save $6,000, go 72 months versus 84. And the math is exactly right. Everybody understand what I just did? All I did was multiply that number right there times 72, which is 94 grand. That number times 84 is 100 grand. So if the customer chooses this payment, how much money in finance charges do they save? $6,000. Okay? Okay, look at the last, read the last, Brady, read the last paragraph on that page.
Right up under where it says the close.
Underneath the close.
If you're using a payment and term matrix.
Stop. And you are
with a 9 or 12 different payment choices. Never ask the customer to choose from more than 3 or 4 payments. The easiest way to make this happen is get the customer to commit to a cash down amount.
Yeah, that's what I always do. I'd say, all right, which in the example we're using here on the new car, there's a 0, 1,500, and 3,000. That's all right, which cash down works best for you? They'll give you a number. Then I would draw a line through the other payments and have them focus on one of the 3 payments. Short term, save the most money. Long term, more comfortable, more flexible. Middle term, best of both worlds. Which one works best for you? Okay? Next page.
You want me to finish that?
You did, didn't you?
I mean, there's more on the next page. I didn't know if that went with it or not.
Oh, yeah, keep going.
Remember, adhere to all federal regulations when quoting payments to your prospects. Offering a completely transparent explanation and talking straight to your prospect is the best way to maintain your trust level.
Right, there, you guys don't have to worry about that because you guys do it perfectly legally and transparently here, but there's some stores that don't do it quite that way. All right, close number 1, the market-based pricing close. When the prospect objects or asks for an additional discount, reference your market-based pricing conversation and quickly reclose. Now, you would have to have had the market-based pricing conversation. I would have the market-based pricing conversation if I've got my druthers, I'm going to literally have it at meet and greet. Okay? How might this happen?